The school of champions, we laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Belleville East High School here on the campus of Belleville East High School. In the gymnasium is where we are. Why? Because we have some volleyball action for you. It is the girls' Class 4A Belleville East Regional Championship game, and it pits your Collinsville Kahawks against the O'Fallon Panthers. I'm Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahawks Sports Network as we get you set for this battle between the Kahawks and the Panthers. Winner will move on to sectional action, and the loser will be finished for the year. Welcome into the Chiropractic Works host pregame show, Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or you can give them a call at 343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this contest 22-9 overall. They finished 3-3 in the Southwestern Conference under first-year head coach Abby Hanger. The O'Fallon Panthers had a very good year. They finished 29-7, and they finished 5-1 in the Southwestern Conference, just one game behind the eventual champion Edwardsville Tigers, and they are coached, the Panthers are, by their ninth-year head coach, Melissa Massey. Of course, these two teams met at O'Fallon earlier this year, both from the Southwestern Conference, so they play each other at least one time a year. The regular season match took place back on September the 25th, and Collinsville lost that match 25-7 in the first set and 25-11 in set number 2. Alyssa Grimm and Hannah Scrum combined for 6 kills in that contest, and the big killers for O'Fallon, that would be Lauren LaPere and Kinsey Simmers. They combined for 13 kills in that contest. But both teams have put that behind them. How do I know that? Because I talked to both head coaches just a little while ago. Abby Hanger for Collinsville. But first we'll begin with Melissa Massey of the O'Fallon Panthers as the pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we are in Belleville East tonight as we get you set for Class 4A Regional Championship Girls Volleyball action. Collinsville taking on O'Fallon, and Melissa Massey, the coach for the O'Fallon Panthers, nice enough to join us on the pregame show. Coach, talk to us about your regular season. Things went well for you.
They did. We had a really strong season. I want to say that this is probably our toughest schedule that we've had since I've been at O'Fallon. And I felt like we competed very well. I saw a lot of good things out of all my kids, and feels nice going into a playoffs knowing that that's the kind of competition we saw throughout this season.
You did very well in the Southwestern Conference, with the one exception being the Edwardsville Tigers. When I was looking at the standings all year long following, the whole Southwestern Conference, I thought you guys were the shoe-in favorite to win the conference, but that one game against Edwardsville did you in, didn't it?
Yeah, it was really hard to watch and coach through. These are teenage girls, so you try to get them on board with playing hard and coming together every single night, and that sometimes is just not how it happens, and that unfortunately was the case for us. I mean, not even just losing, but just not even really playing our best was even more frustrating, So talked about that, learned from it, and moved on.
All right, talk to us about your team. What's your favorite part, or do you think your team's best attribute? Is it offense? Is it defense? Is it serving, digging, killing?
I definitely feel like when we are in system, our offense is pretty incredible. We have a lot of big hitters, but that's the thing. We got to stay in system. We got to pass and serve, receive well. Have two sophomore, a libero and a DS that we go back and forth with, and I see a lot of really good things with them, but obviously they're sophomores. So sometimes with that comes some inexperience mentally on the floor. So we just kind of go back and forth with them. Outside of that, though, we have 6 incredible seniors that are very, very close and tight. So I feel like we bring a lot of maturity on the floor as far as team goes.
All right, so you have Collinsville tonight. What do you know about the newly led Kahawks and first-year coach Abby Hanger?
I think Abby's done a great job. I mean, I think she's got the girls where they need to be, and, it's obviously very daunting task coming in the Southwestern Conference your first year. You're going up to a lot of big schools, and I think she's done a great job. I think their team is well-rounded, and I'm sure they want to come and beat us tonight. So we got to be on our game. We're prepared for that, and we'll be ready as well.
Your team handled them pretty well when you guys met in the regular season. I asked her the same question. Do you put any stock in that game and use it for anything tonight?
Not really, because at the end of the day, none of that matters at this point. Everybody wants to win. It's kind of do or die. Everybody's, when your back is up on the line, what are you going to do? You're going to go all out. So I expect that from both groups.
What, if anything, I'm sure there's something, worries you about the Collinsville Kahawks game?
I mean, I just don't want my girls to take anything for granted. I want them to go out there and earn each one of their points. We talk about that a lot. Don't wait for other teams to make mistakes. You need to, play your best, measure yourself up against the other team and, individually, and just try to find a way to win. That's what we talk about and what we practice a lot too.
Thanks a lot for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Melissa Massey, the coach for the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk to Collinsville head coach Abby Hanger. That'll be coming your way next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
We welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show as we are in Belleville East tonight as the Belleville East regionals conclude with the regional championship game, and your Collinsville Kahoks are in it as they face the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. And joining us now is Collinsville head coach Abby Hanger. I was just saying it's nice to see you. I'm glad you guys won because I hate it when I have to miss a game because of another game going on, but glad you made it to the regional championship game.
Thank you. We're very excited to be here as well.
All right, talk to me about the completed regular season. Your first year as a head coach, regular season is all said and done with. What did you think?
Oh, it's been awesome. You know, we hit our goal of winning over 20 wins, and we stayed under 10 losses, so I couldn't have been happier. We really progressed as the season came along, and the girls really took to me, and it was just an amazing experience with them.
You took some of my notes right out of my mouth there. I was going to mention that 22 wins, first time that we've had that many wins since 2012, and the 9 losses, the first time since 2007 the team has lost that few. They only lost 3 that year, so a little tough to beat. Lots of competition, but I think coming in as a first-year head coach, just from my perspective, that you would have exceeded my expectations plus everybody else's, I would imagine.
Oh, well, you know, you set your own expectations, so I had my own set for myself. With the girls, you know, at the end of the day, I can't worry about what everyone else thinks, but what the girls think, and that as long as we trust one another and buy into what we're trying to do, and I think we got that.
All right, so you talked about your regular season. Unfortunately, as we mentioned, we were not here for the game against Belleville West. Nice to see you win because you're in this regional championship game, but also nice to see you win because I thought that's what you were going to do with them at home earlier in the year, and you didn't.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather have the regional win than the conference win, so it was a great win. West played very well, but we showed up, which was nice. You know, we brought a ton of energy, we minimized our errors, and it was just a great night for us.
All right, so now you have the O'Fallon Panthers, another team that you did even worse against than you did against Belleville West that night at Fletcher Gymnasium. Do you take anything out of that game, or do you just put that game behind you and just focus on tonight's game?
You know, they did a lot of things well, but we didn't play very well, so we kind of move it behind us. And I think from that match, it's been over a month, and we've really come a long way in a month as far as our confidence and our ability of believing in one another. So I think it was kind of a hiccup in the road, not really who we are or what we can do.
So you would think that you are a different team than you were when you played them last time?
Oh, for sure. And, you know, preparing for them, we looked great in the gym, in the practice gym. And then, you know, we just were a little nervous, which understands we hadn't played in a lot of big games. So we weren't quite there yet. But I think last night showed that we're able to play in big matches and compose ourselves a lot differently than we did a month ago.
All right, so I mentioned you have O'Fallon tonight. Besides that one hiccup they had against Edwardsville, they almost won the Southwestern Conference Championship. So you're going to have your hands full. What is it that you need to do tonight and the girls need to focus on tonight to challenge these girls and come out with a win?
You know, we got to start off early, start off with a bang. Again, it's all us. So we talk a lot about us and our side and what we're doing, and we're only beating ourselves. In the matches we've lost, we've scored most of the points for the other teams in our errors. And so, again, we're focused on limiting our errors and playing aggressive. And, again, I think for us, confidence is the big thing. They do a lot of nice things, but as do we. So if we can just keep level-headed, we'll be fine.
Unforced errors will kill you in this game, won't they?
Oh, it does for sure. We've seen that happen to us a few times this year.
All right, so we're at this point in the game, and I hate to mention it because last time I did, you gave me a little earful at the Italian Fest. How's the health of your team as you've entered the postseason?
We're doing great. You know, you're not your best at the end of the season. You never are. And I was telling the girls that at the beginning, you know, we're not 100%. You're banged up, you're bruised, and you're tired, but it's how mentally tough you are. And right now we're mentally tough, and it should be a great match.
Well, thank you very much for the visit. Good luck out there tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Coach Abby Hanger of your Collinsville Kahoks. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting rosters for you. And plus, we'll have some more names and numbers to throw your way. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
And we welcome you back into Belleville East High School. I'm Todd Duke alongside Chris Kettler as we are ready to go. They're not wasting any time here. We're going to get going just a little bit early as both of these teams are on the floor and ready to go. Here are your starters. For Collinsville, Elise Halbrooks, Hannah Scrum, Alyssa Huffman, Riley Ponce, Darcy Metzger, Bella Tucker, and Kennedy Fisher. Huffman is the libero. For O'Fallon, Catherine Toftmark, Lauren LePere, Ariana Coleman, Abby Braswell, Taylor Guy, Kinsey Simmers, and the libero for the Panthers is Kelsey Sheppy. We are just about ready to go here. Collinsville, they are the visiting team, and they are in their purple uniforms, and we are underway as Elise Halbrook saves one over on the far side. Back to the back goes Collinsville's libero. That is Huffman. She saves the ball, and then Collinsville will lose the first point on a tip that ended up going out of bounds, so O'Fallon jumps ahead by a score of 1-0. Back to serve it up now for the Panthers is Lauren LePere. LePere delivers right in the center. It's picked up by Huffman and a save over there. Nice job by Darcy Metzger, and Collinsville finally gets it over. Nice block up front by both Metzger and King, and then the kill shot comes in from Hannah Scrum, and we are knotted at 1. Nice big crowd gathered on hand here. Both teams very well represented. Of course, the other side of the gym is closed down, so everybody's on this side of the bleachers, along with myself and Chris Kettler. 1-1. Collinsville back to serve it up, and it is Aviana Holder as the O'Fallon Panthers get the ball over. Collinsville tips it, but they keep it alive. And now the Kahawks and Bella Tucker take care of it. Nice try on the kill there by Hannah Scrum, but a nice pickup on the other side by O'Fallon. Now Halbrooks trying to set it up again for Scrum. This time she just tips it over. And now on the other side, the Panthers, they go up, and Scrum is recounted for both points now, one on a kill and one on a blocked shot.
Walker's doing a great job so far for the Kahoks.
Aviana Holder back to serve it up once again for Collinsville. 2-1 in favor of the Kahawks here in the early going of set number 1. Up front, Braswell gets it over, and O'Fallon then gets their second point after a tipped ball goes out of bounds for Collinsville once again. The libero, Kelsey Sheppy, back to serve it up now for O'Fallon. Picked up by Huffman, moved over by Halbrooks to Scrum. Oh, what a kill back in that back court. I know that you guys watching this can't see the front corners on the left or the right, but believe me, the ball moves so fast, by the time we would move the camera that way, that ball would have been in the back of the gym. So we'll just keep it right there. We'll, of course, fill you in on if it's inbounds or out of bounds up here in these front two corners. Here is Kayla Hancher serving it up. O'Fallon having a tough time keeping it in, and they're not going to. Collinsville picks up another point, and the Kahawks go up on top 4-2. Coach Hanger over there trying to tell her girls, calm down just a little bit, stay in the game.
Good start, but don't get up too much. Stay with it here.
Picked up by the libero for O'Fallon, moved over to the far side. That is Simmer. She gets it over, and Scrum keeps it alive for Collinsville, then sent over by Grimm. Up in the front of the net once again, it's Braswell, and this time O'Fallon picks up the point. And Collinsville is up by 1, 4-3. So that means that Kelsey Sheppy will go back to serve once again. Well, never mind. That came from the other direction. Madeline James checks into the game for the first time for O'Fallon. She comes in to serve, and her hit goes right to the middle, and it's picked up by Tucker, moved over by Hancher to scrum, blocked out by O'Fallon. Nice job keeping it alive for Collinsville, and then we had too many hands on the ball, I guess is what the referee says, so we're tied at 4. That would be the O'Fallon players letting Collinsville know they can't do that. So
students came out tonight on both ends.
Yeah, they did. Madeline James delivers again, picked up by Huffman. Hancher gets it over, and finally the touch over went by Ponce, though, and then the ball after that ends up going out of bounds. Collinsville jumps back out front 5-4 in a back-and-forth game here in the early going. Kahawks get a chance to serve. Hannah Scrum will go back and handle that responsibility here for Collinsville. She does so. Picked up by Sheppy. Moved up front by Braswell, and then the O'Fallon Panthers get it over. Collinsville gets a nice ball. Now O'Fallon has to get it over on the third try. They do. Picked up by Holder. Moved over by Hancher for Grimm. She goes in, and it's picked up in the backcourt by James. O'Fallon delivers off the head of one of the Collinsville players, and they're going to say that Hancher already was touching out of bounds when she hit that ball. Otherwise, that was a good play.
May not have got that just in time before it hit the floor, just barely touching.
5-5 is our score. Taylor Guy back to serve. Picked up by Scrum. Hancher moves it up, and a miss hit by Kristen Mitchell.
Yeah, she didn't get all of that one.
No, she did not. Will give O'Fallon their second lead of this game. They led 1-0. Collinsville tied at 1-1, took a 2-1 lead, and they held the lead for a while, back and forth on the ties, and now 2 straight points by O'Fallon will put the Panthers up 7-5.
A little bit of an error on that, trying to set that one up following the serve.
Taylor delivers another one in the backcourt, picked up by Huffman, moved up by Hancher, and then Kristen Mitchell goes for the serve, and that one's blocked out, or the kill, excuse me. Over on the other side, Grimm, she gets it, and a nice save over there by both Grimm and Scrum. And then a blistering shot by Tuffmark that Scrum could not handle, and the O'Fallon Panthers have an 8-5 lead. Remember, the Panthers really took it to Collinsville earlier this year, 25-7 and 25-11. So we don't want this to get too far out of hand, as Collinsville already trailing by 3, need to pick up and get a point just to make themselves feel better, and there it is.
Just a little touch on it by O'Fallon, and it went way wide into the bench of the Panthers.
8-6 in favor of O'Fallon. Back to serve it up for Collinsville is Huffman. Huffman delivers. Picked up in the backcourt by Sheppy, moved along and over on the far side. Blistering shot there by LaPere, but Collinsville picks it up in the backcourt. Mitchell goes for the soft kill, but O'Fallon stays with it. Now in the backcourt, Hancher saves it. Over to Huffman, who is going to give it to Mitchell, and Mitchell into the net once again.
Just didn't get to the ball when it was at its highest, and serves it into the, or hits it right into the net.
9-6 now in favor of O'Fallon, as Toftmark is going to go back to serve for the Panthers. She does so, picked up by Huffman. Hancher setting it up, far side for Grimm, and that's blocked out over there by Guy. LaPere was also there, and now Coach Abby Hanger would like a timeout. Give us time to thank some of our sponsors, such as Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate, and visit their Facebook page, Metro East Roofing and Guttering. Let's also thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in Collinsville. Of course, the big Halloween chili cook-off, chili walk, coming up this Saturday from 10 to 3. For more information on that event or anything else coming up in the City of Collinsville, you can check out their Facebook page. And as always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of all the district athletes in the Collinsville Unit 10 school district. 10-6, O'Fallon with the lead. That just became 11. As Alyssa Huffman went down to try to pick one up off the floor on a dig, but she sent it right straight over the scorer's table. 11-6 by O'Fallon. Toffmark delivers another serve. Hancher setting it up on the far side for Grimm. She touches it over, and it's saved there by Braswell. Now back over here, and it's picked up by Huffman in the backcourt for Collinsville. Setting it up for Mitchell. Off of the fingertips of LePere. And now Collinsville trying to reset it up. Oh, what a great kill shot that was by Darcy Metzger. Toffmark back in the backcourt went in for the dig, but there was no chance she was going to get to that one in time.
A lot of power on that kill. She had no chance.
That had a lot of zip on it. Halbrooks now going back to serve for Collinsville. She does so, picked up by Sheppy, moved along by Braswell, over on the far side, blocked out, and off of the hands of King and Metzger. And that point belongs to O'Fallon after the block out goes out of bounds. Got the block, but then it went the wrong direction. Braswell serves for O'Fallon, picked up by Huffman. Moved up front by Halbrooks. Metzger didn't get all of that one, and that, I think, fooled Taylor Guy in the backcourt, and it falls in before she could get there. That's a miss hit we'll take.
Not where she expected it at all.
Collinsville serves it up, picked up by Guy, and moving it up front is LePere, and her teammates thought it was going to go over, but it didn't. It falls down after it hits the bottom of the net. Collinsville picks up another point, and the Kahawks are back to within 3. It's 12-9, and Bella Tucker, the premier server of the year here for Collinsville, goes back to serve it up. Picked up by Sheppy. Moved backwards now, and into the net it goes for LePere. And Collinsville gets an unforced error by the Panthers, and now the Kahawks only down by 2.
A little bit of a run to bring them back into this, and they got their great server back there. Keep on serving them.
Bella Tucker delivers another serve. Picked up by Guy. Moved over by Braswell, and then the kill, successful this time, by Guy. Bella Tucker led the team in serves with 158, only committed 9 errors this year. Good for 94.3% on her serves. Here's LePere. She delivers, and it's picked up by Huffman. Scrum kind of walked backwards, but she got back in there just in time, and Metzger gets it over. And now a block by Metzger and King will give Collinsville another point. Kahawks back to within 2 once again at 13-11.
Hitter for O'Fallon had a lot of room to cover to get to that one. She just stepped too late and hit it into the net.
Aviana Holder back to serve it up now for Collinsville. It's picked up by Sheppy and moved up and then over, but not very far. And Guy hits it out of bounds. Oh, no.
It's getting in.
I don't know. The referee down here on the right corner, that was his call, and he deferred to the one all the way over here in this far upper left-hand corner. She said it was in, so it had to go with her. I mean, sure, she had the better sight line, but the guy down here was a little bit closer. Halbrook sets it up for double hit. Never mind. I was going to get ready to say that was a nice job by Scrum, but Collinsville guilty of a double hit. 15-11 now. O'Fallon extends their lead to 4. Served by Sheppy. Picked up by Collinsville. Halbrooks over to King. She just punches it over with one hand. And now over on the far side being set up by O'Fallon, but that ball's too far. Collinsville will get a point out of that. And the Kahawks are back to within 3 at 15-12. Hancher comes back in. So does, I think that's Riley Ponce, I can't tell. I'm used to looking at from the back and the front from the Kahawk Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium view. Here is Hannah Scrum, nice pickup back there by Sheppy to keep that one alive for O'Fallon. Now Holder setting it up, Hancher, she delivers, a little touch, and O'Fallon stays with it. There's a kill, but Collinsville gets a partial block. Now Hancher setting it up for Scrum, blocked out of bounds. Collinsville gets the point, and the Kahawks are back to within 2. 15-13 here in set number 1.
Climb back to within 2 here for the 3rd time now. See if Kahok's can now cut into this lead and even it back up.
Hancher back to serve it up now for Collinsville. She does so, and that one's too far. Gave that point right back.
Not what you wanted there.
No.
Long serve.
Well, Fallon got here by beating Belleville East 25-22 and 25-16 back on Tuesday night. Collinsville got here by beating Belleville West 25-23 and 25-21. The winner will move on to the Bloomington sectionals. And there's the kill shot by Scrum that we were looking for. Collinsville back to within 2 at 16-14. Winner of this game will take on the winner of the game going on right now at the Edwardsville Regional between Edwardsville and Springfield. Hannah Scrum back to serve it up now for Collinsville. Kahawks trail by 2. We're getting late in this first set, 16-14, and back-to-back serves out of bounds. Not what the doctor ordered here for the Kahawks.
Yep, twice in a row, the Kahawks have cut it down to 2 and had the serve go long.
Talked to the coach in the pregame show. Unforced errors will kill you in the game of volleyball. Here is a serve by Guy. Picked up in the backcourt. Hancher moves it over. Now Kristen Mitchell takes it, and it is Ellis that takes care of it over there. I've been calling her Guy, and now Fallon gets another point. Thought it was 23. Turns out to be 33. Kyla Ellis. 18-14 now. 4-point lead for O'Fallon. Ellis back to serve it up again for the Panthers. She does so. Picked up in the backcourt by Scrum. Hancher setting it up for Grimm, and she finds that spot right over here on the near side. Boy, that was a perfect job.
She knew what she was doing there when she went to hit that ball. Saw that spot there, and that's where she got it.
Toffmark backed up, and Braswell started moving toward the scorer's table, and that left this front sideline wide open. Grimm saw it, took advantage of it. Nice job. Now O'Fallon, they push it over. Hancher to Scrum, far side to Grimm. Grimm gets it over, and now Ellis moves it on up for Braswell, who sets the ball up for LaPere. And it is tipped out of bounds, and Collinsville drops another point. Kahawks trail by 4, 19-15. Back to serve, Toffmark for O'Fallon. She sends it over. Picked up by Grimm, Hancher, Metzger. Collinsville gets it over, now on the far side. LaPere sends it over, but it's blocked out. Kahawks back to within 3, 19-16. Need to get on a little bit of a roll here. Second best server of the year was Elise Halbrooks. She's back there now. Only 4 errors on the year, 97% for Halbrooks this year. There was almost an ace. Nice dig by Ellis at the last second, and a nice save for Collinsville and Scrum, but the ball went the opposite direction, and the Kahawks could not get back there in time to save it.
Scrum got to it. You just don't know where that ball is going to go, and fortunately it went more towards the Kahawks bench.
Well, that's that's the direction that she was heading, so forward momentum will take you there and the ball there. Nice little tip over at the front of the net by Darcy Metzger, and she found that soft spot. Collinsville back to within 3, getting late though. 20-17 is our score. O'Fallon with the lead, and here comes Bella Tucker to serve it up for the Kahawks. Tucker sends it over, picked up by Sheppy. Moved over on the far side for LaPere, tipped out front. Collinsville keeps it alive, and then Scrum will send it over, and Ellis takes care of it in the backcourt. Now O'Fallon sends it over on a couple of soft touches. Halbrooks sets it up, blocked out front by O'Fallon, but it goes straight out of bounds. Collinsville back to within 2, 20-18. We've been within 2 a couple of times, can't get any closer. But maybe this is our moment here with Bella Tucker back behind the service line. She brings it back in the back, Sheppy. She gets it over to LaPere. Collinsville blocks it out, and it stays on the O'Fallon side, and the Panthers now down to a 1-point lead.
Kahawks are getting a better percentage of those blocks up there. Getting a good amount of points off of them.
Tucker back to serve it up for a possible tie. Back in the back, Sheppy picks it up, sends it to Braswell, and then over on the far side, it's out of bounds by Taylor Guy. Collinsville has tied this at 20. And a timeout on the floor by the O'Fallon coach, Melissa Massey. Let's thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. And the real estate market is hot right now. You can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 780-4622, or you can visit them online, www.blaylockteam.com, and be sure to ask about their HERO program, which gives discounts to law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses, as well as EMTs. 20-20. Got a good game going on here.
It's turned into a good one now. Kahoks hung around, and now have made their move to tie this one up late.
Bella Tucker delivers, and a last-second decision by Ellis to use the palms of her hands, but Collinsville gets the return and will send it back over, and it's a point. Collinsville takes the lead on a nice job by Hannah Scrum. 21-20, Kahawks up. Tucker back to serve it up once again here for Collinsville. She does so, barely gets over to net. Sheppy dug it out of there, but didn't get enough on it to send it over. And O'Fallon will burn back-to-back timeouts as Collinsville has a 22-20 lead. Last regional championship game for Collinsville was in 2007. Trying to pull that trick here tonight. Collinsville won 5 of their last 6 games. They had an 8-game winning streak earlier in the year. From the 29th of September to the 10th of October. They had a 6-game win streak earlier this year as well, but the O'Fallon Panthers, boy oh boy, they had a 15-game winning streak in the middle of the year. Then they lost one, won one, and lost one, and then won a bunch more in a row. They had a point where they won 23 of 25 games in the middle of the year. And the history between these two teams, O'Fallon's way, 13 wins to Collinsville's 8 wins. Here is the next serve by Tucker. We're back underway. Here is LePere. She killed that one. Kind of handcuffed Alyssa Huffman. And O'Fallon has inched back to within 1 point, 22-21. Kahawks with the lead. Back to serve is Lauren LePere. LePere sends it out. 23-21. Bad time of the game to overhit a serve. And Collinsville 2 points away from clinching this first set victory.
Bad timing for O'Fallon. They're running out of points, and Kahoks just need 2 more.
Darcy Metzger back to serve it up here for Collinsville. Metzger delivers. Sheppy up front. Set up. Killed. Kenzie Semmers blistered that ball in midair, and no one stood a chance to collect that. And Collinsville still leads by 1, 23-22. Back to serve is Sheppy. She does so. Picked up by Huffman. Halbrooks moving it up for Scrum, blocked out, but Huffman takes care of the return. Halbrooks over for King, and it's hit backwards by O'Fallon. They have to get it over now, and they do so on a hit by Simmers. Now Halbrooks for Scrum. Oh, yeah! Oh, off of the shoulder of Sheppy, and then right into one of her players. They almost got a hand on it to keep that alive. Collinsville ready for set point here, 24-22. Back to serve it up, Kayla Hancher. She does so into the net.
The story for the Kahoks so far, a few errors on serves. They still got another chance to end this set here.
Back to serve it up for O'Fallon is Madeline James. The junior delivers. Huffman picks it up. Halbrook sets it up for Scrum. Scrum too far. We're tied at 24, and you have to win by 2, so we are at least playing to 26. James ready to serve it up again here for the Panthers. She does. Picked up by Tucker. Halbrook sets it up for Scrum. Scrum picked up by LePere. Over on the far side, sent across, and Huffman picks it up, popped up, scrum, sends it over, almost found that soft spot. I don't know how O'Fallon got that ball over. And then a missed hit, but O'Fallon recovers anyway. Huffman sets it up for Hal Brooks, who sets it up for scrum. Sheppy keeps it alive, and over on the far side, Simmers will send it over. Collinsville keeps it alive. Huffman back over to Sheppy. Over, and once again, Collinsville keeps it alive. Here's Hal Brooks for scrum. Scrum, O'Fallon, kill shot, good. Panthers go up by 1, 25-24.
They almost got that blocked out. Now Kahok will go off injured here.
Hancher being attended to over there by Amanda Boyer. A little bit of a brief timeout. Hancher says she's okay, she's staying in. Sounds like a high school basketball game, doesn't it, in here?
Almost.
All right, now we're gonna take a timeout. We will take that opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. How about Pace Design and Construction in Maryville? Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor that you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and they are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466 or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. Probably a good time for a timeout, Chris. I think the momentum switch kind of in the favor of O'Fallon there for just a second, but
that last rally, there was a lot of back and forth there. Both teams are trying to catch each other sleeping, so that was some positive stuff for the Kahoks there. And Coach Hanger wanted to tell them they can come out here and get this point and even it back out.
25-24, O'Fallon has the 1-point lead. Have to win by 2. So Collinsville, it's imperative for them to pick up that 25th point. Madeline James is back to serve it up once again for O'Fallon. She does so, and it's picked up by Tucker, moved up by Hal Brooks for scrum, and it's too far.
Cats are looking for a touch on that. They didn't get that
Kahawks
call.
thought they got a tip, but it did not tip anyone's fingers, and Collinsville drops this first set by a score of 26-24. So now the Kahawks will have to forget about it, reset, and come back and take this second game, or their season will be over a little bit earlier than they would like it to be. We're going to take a break here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Back with set number 2 in just a moment.
I'm my team's #1 fan. I've never been #1 at anything until I put these babies on. Do I know where I'm going? Absolutely. We're going to the playoffs.
Allstate guarantees your rates won't go up just because of an accident, starting the day you sign up.
So get accident forgiveness from Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
It's good to be in good hands.
Get protection plus unique extras. Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville drops the first set 26-24 to O'Fallon over in the Edwardsville Regional Championship game. Edwardsville won the first set over Springfield by a score of 25-15. So both Springfield and Collinsville must come from behind if they would like to advance to sectional action as we switch ends of the court. Collinsville had that game there for the taking, I think, Chris, in the beginning, but that ending didn't go so well.
They climbed all the way back there, got the 2-point lead, and had 2 shots at finishing off the set, but O'Fallon finished it off the right way with the last 4 points.
Second set underway, and that one, a blistering shot off of the body of Kenzie Simmers and out of bounds, and Collinsville jumps out to the 1-0 lead this time. Last time O'Fallon jumped out to the 1-0 lead, so maybe that will change the fate here. Back to serve it up for Collinsville is Darcy Metzger. Metzger gets it over and in. I don't know why, but LePere left their spot back there in that corner right at the last second, and that's where the ball went.
Went right past the 2 O'Fallon players in the back line. They looked at each other, and the ball landed right between the 2 of them.
Metzger ready to serve it up again. This time LePere handles it and set up front, and that one's in on a blistering shot up front by Taylor Guy. And O'Fallon gets one of those back. It's 2-1 in favor of the Kahawks. Lauren LePere back to serve for O'Fallon. She does so. Popped up into the air by Bella Tucker. Now Halbrook setting it up for scrum off of a hand up front. That hand belonged to Coleman, and then out of bounds. Collinsville adds that point right back. It's 3-1 Kahawks. Elise Halbrooks serves it up for Collinsville. Picked up by LePere and then moved over on the backside, and a nice job on the dig by Collinsville's Huffman, and then a nice block up front by O'Fallon, and then the O'Fallon Panthers take advantage of a ball that looked like it was going to come right down in the middle of the net and be split in half, but it ends up staying on the O'Fallon side, and both Coleman and Taylor were there to put it down in a spot where there wasn't anyone dressed in purple. Sheppy delivers the serve, picked up by Huffman, set up by Halbrooks, and pushed over by Ponce. Now O'Fallon's turn. Over on the far side, a miss hit by Coleman, and Collinsville gets that point right back, 4-2. Kahawks back to serve, and it'll be Hannah Scrum. Scrum delivers into the net. It's the second time she's done that here tonight. 1 too far, so she's had 3 service errors, has Hannah Scrum, and she would like to forget about that bad taste in her mouth and not do that for the rest of the night. Here's Madeline James. James will send it over, and Scrum will pick it up in the backcourt. Halbrook sets it up far side for Grimm, off of the hands of LePere. Sheppy keeps it alive, and then it's finally sent over by Toffmark. Nice dig by Huffman. Now Grimm gets another opportunity. This one's going to pay off as Sheppy got a hand on that one, but it went straight backward into the concession stand area. Kahawks up 5-3. O'Fallon won the first set, 26-24. Panthers ready to serve. They do. Or Collinsville, excuse me, Huffman serves. And that
Just in.
Yeah. I thought that one was going to go out of bounds, but it does not. Point belongs to O'Fallon. 5-4, a 1-point lead for the Kahawks. Back to serve now for the Panthers is Kyla Ellis. Ellis, her delivery is over, and Collinsville setting it up over for Grimm on the far side. She'll just push it over, as will the O'Fallon Panthers. King saves it to Grimm in the backcourt. Oh, yeah! Darcy Metzger goes up high, gets that ball, and from our angle, it looks like she might have hit it while it was still on the O'Fallon side, but it falls in for a point.
She got a good jump at it, too. Caught it when it was still way high, so it came down at a very tough angle for anybody on O'Fallon to get a hand at it.
Holder back to serve it up for the Kahawks, who are leading by 2, 6-4. Picked up in the backcourt by Taylor, now moved over onto the far side and off of the blockers up front. Toffmark's ball falls in for a point for the Panthers, and Collinsville now up by 1 point, 6-5.
Now they just gave Collinsville another point.
They did. I think they changed that.
Oh, yeah, they changed that last point? Okay.
They did, so it's 7-4. Okay, they said either, I thought it might have been. Holder, back to serve. Picked up by Taylor, moved over, LePere with a simple touch on it. Collinsville keeps it alive, but that simple touch kind of fooled the Kahawks, and that point belongs to O'Fallon. They get that one right back, and it's a 7-5 game. Kahawks are up by 2. Here is Catherine Toffmark. She'll go back to serve it up for O'Fallon. She does so, and Holder has it hit off of her, and then Collinsville couldn't get it over. I think Huffman was trying to tell Holder it was going to go out of bounds, and it might have, but those two girls were standing right next to each other, and then it just ricochets right off of Holder's shoulder. Toffmark delivers into the net. Thank you very much. Got that point right back. Huge student body cheering section here for Collinsville, that's for sure. Nice to see. All right, Bella Tucker back to serve it up. That's who we need back there. Collinsville up by 2. Tucker served, picked up by Taylor. Over on the far side, blocked out after the hit by Taylor after she came back in. And over on the far side, Scrum and Halbrooks take care of the block. Collinsville up by 3. Bella Tucker back to serve it up. It's on the way. Sheppy digs it up off the ground and a little pushover. And now they're going to say that it was a lift for one of the Collinsville players, but well, they're not going to get much of an argument there. I think they realized they were.
Tucker got to it, just nothing more than tossing the ball up, a lift on it.
9-7, Kahawks still up, served by O'Fallon, picked up by Tucker. Halbrooks keeps it alive, and Metzger gets it over. Over on the far side now, O'Fallon trying to set it up in the middle, and they do so on a nice kill shot there by Taylor Guy. And the O'Fallon Panthers have climbed back to within 1. It's 9-8. Kahawks have the lead. Abby Braswell back to serve it up for O'Fallon. Picked up by Huffman and then just pushed over and blocked out immediately. That was too close. One of those balls where you're not quite sure if it's going to go over the net or not. Halbrooks gave it a little touch to make sure it goes over, but the O'Fallon girls were already there for the block, and we're tied at 9. Braswell sends it over. Tucker picks it up, and now Scrum, and it falls in. Collinsville has the lead right back at 10-9. Darcy Metzger going back to serve for Collinsville. Nice shot. Sheppy. I don't know how she kept that one alive, and then Collinsville blocks it up at the front of the net, and it tips off of a finger all the way back to the back of the gym. 10-10. Taylor goes out. Simmers comes in for O'Fallon. Metzger goes out. Holder comes in for Collinsville. Tucker gets a hand on the ball. Halbrooks keeps it alive long enough for Ponce to get it over. Blocked out by Ponce up front. 2 good plays by the Collinsville senior.
just had that last touch on it to try to get it over, and then contributes on the point with the kill.
Hal Brooks back to serve it up here for the Kahawks. Oh, didn't get enough on it.
Get that one right back. That's about the 7th.
Yeah, either into the net or too far.
Service error.
Unforced service errors have cost Collinsville probably about 7 or 8 points here tonight. Here is Sheppy back to serve. Picked up by the opposing libero. That's Huffman. Now over to scrum. Off of her and off of Sheppy. And I guess they said Collinsville did something wrong again, huh?
So the ref hold up 2 fingers. Must have been
double hit.
Double touch of some kind, yes.
Sheppy delivers. Huffman, sky high. Hal Brooks gets it over. O'Fallon trying to set it up, and they do so. Simmers over here on this near side sent it back to that back corner, and all of a sudden it's a 13-11 2-point lead by the O'Fallon Panthers. Collinsville has led most of this game up until we got to double digits. Sheppy delivers another one. Scrum to Hal Brooks. Back to scrum. She kills it. This time it works. And Collinsville climbs back to within 1. It's 13-12. And a scrum. Ready to serve for Collinsville. Does so. Picked up by Sheppy. Moved up by O'Fallon. They send it over, but it's blocked out, then pushed over anyway. Scrum to Hal Brooks. To Grimm. Grimm is blocked out. Hal Brooks keeps it alive, and Collinsville gets it over. Now O'Fallon trying to set it up. Simmers hits it into the net. Somehow it comes down, and it stays alive. Now LaPere off of a block out front by Collinsville, off of some fingers, and it falls into an empty spot on the court. And the Panthers once again lead by 2, 14-12. Second set match. Collinsville has got to win this set to extend their season. Madeline James serves it up. Picked up by Grimm, set up by Hal Brooks to King, and King, her shot goes off of the net, right back to her, double hit. Point belongs to O'Fallon.
Timeout Kahoks.
And that means we can thank some more of our sponsors. How about the fine folks at the Junior Service Club? Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. For more information on any event that the Junior Service Club has, you can simply go to the Collinsville Junior Service Club's Facebook page. Let's also thank Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more, including getting your heavy equipment where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online, chapmantruckingllc.net. James serves it into the net. That's exactly what Collinsville needed.
Good use of a timeout. Like icing the kicker, right? Ice the server.
Yeah. So, Collinsville back to within 2, 15-13. Here is Alyssa Huffman with the serve. Picked up in the backcourt, now moved up front by O'Fallon. They have to get it over, couldn't get it up close to the net for any kind of a move. Darcy Metzger goes in for a kill. It's blocked. O'Fallon trying to keep it alive, and they do so. Picked up in the backcourt by Huffman. Halbrook setting it up for Grimm. Grimm into the backcourt. That is brought forward by LaPere. Now Huffman gets another dig to Grimm. Grimm in! In the backcourt, all the girls moved up front and left about 8 feet of the backcourt wide open, and Grimm exploited that open spot. 15-14, Panthers are up by 1. Huffman back to serve it up again for Collinsville. Sheppy slaps it up in the air. Now it's set up over here for Simmers. Halbrooks takes care of it. Darcy Metzger up in the air. Collinsville pushes it over, blocked out by O'Fallon. Halbrooks to King. O'Fallon setting it up for Simmons once again, but Another nice block out by Collinsville. We're tied at 15. Huffman keeping the serve going. She delivers. Picked up in the corner. Now moved over and back to Toffmark, who gets it over. Now Halbrooks for Grimm. Grimm with a touch. O'Fallon blocked out. Collinsville, yes! Sheppy couldn't get there. Collinsville goes back out front by 1 point, 16-15.
Same blocker, same side. Second time in a row, Kahoks have knocked off 4 points in a row following that timeout.
And Huffman's been serving up on all of them. Sheppy gets that one. It's set up now. And this time, Simmers gets it over. We're tied at 16. Back into the game and back to serve, Kyla Ellis. The sophomore gets it over the net. Halbrook sets it back up for Grimm, and it's picked up by Ellis. Moved over, and a nice job back there to save that one. Hannah Scrum, and then Grimm gets it over, partially blocked out, and then Sheppy keeps it alive, and it's sent over by LaPere, saved again by Huffman, in for the kill. Oh, way to keep that ball alive, Collinsville. Oh, but Metzger couldn't finish. She couldn't get the hook shot to hook far enough.
Trying to get it to hook away from all the O'Fallon players, but failed to get it over the net in the process.
O'Fallon back up by 1, 17-16. Ellis serves it up again. Grimm picks it up. Halbrook sets it back up for her. Far side, it's in. 17-17. First match was close. This match is just as close. O'Fallon won the first one. They had to get 26 points to do it. Collinsville ended up with 24. Now it's 17-17. Holder going back to serve it up for the Lady Kahawks. She does so. Picked up in the backcourt by Ellis. Braswell setting it up for LaPere, and that's saved by Collinsville as Halbrook sets it up for Grimm, and Grimm in once again. 18-17. I don't know why these O'Fallon Lady Panthers are leaving about an 8-foot spot back there in that backcourt, but they are.
Cheating out forward towards the front line with the front blockers, and the Kahoks can send one long. Grimm keeps hitting that kill in the back line.
Holder delivers, picked up by Ellis, set up by Braswell, and that one's in. That was a nice kill shot there by LaPere as she took that one straight down that near side sideline. We are once again tied 18-18. Catherine Toffmark back to serve it up here for O'Fallon. She gets it over. Nice dig by Huffman on that low one. Halbrooks keeps it alive, and then Darcy Metzger goes up and puts it in the back corner. Kahawks back up by 1, 19-18 the score. And the Golden Girl on the service department, Bella Tucker, will come in and do her thing. Tucker delivers. Picked up by Ellis, set up by Braswell, over here for LaPere, and blocked out front by Collinsville, but it ends up going out of bounds after the block, and back and forth we go, kids, 19-19. Abby Braswell set to serve for the Panthers. She does. Holder, Halbrooks, scrum, blocked out of bounds. O'Fallon had the right idea, and they had the girls over there for it, but the ball went the wrong direction. Collinsville picks up the point, 20-19. Darcy Metzger now becomes the server here for Collinsville. Metzger delivers a blistering shot that Sheppy just couldn't handle.
I don't know if anyone could have handled that. That was a shot.
You are not kidding there. Timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and take a break as well. We'll be back with more here in this exciting matchup between Collinsville and O'Fallon on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you here from Belleville East High School. It is the regional championship game in girls Class 4A volleyball between Collinsville and the O'Fallon Panthers, and we are locked in a good one. First set was very close. This one's just back and forth, tie after tie after tie, but now Collinsville has a 2-point lead here late at 21-19. Darcy Metzger's going to go back to serve it up here now for Collinsville. Schweppe takes care of that one and set up and score. Give that one to Taylor Guy, and it's 21-20. Kahawks still have the 1-point lead. Lauren LePere is going to go back to serve now for Collinsville. Picked up by Holder. Halbrooks setting it up on the far side for scrum, and it's in. Collinsville 22, O'Fallon 20. All day long, Metzger's been jumping up on that far side post over there and sending it over in the corner. This time she sent it straight down that far sideline. Halbrooks delivers the serve. Picked up by Sheppy, set up by Braswell. To Simmers, and they get it over. Do the Panthers. Halbrooks now over for Metzger, and Metzger right off of the chest of Sheppy and out of bounds. 23-20. Kahawks up by 3. Another timeout on the floor. Wow, this has been a lot of fun. But we'll take a break, come back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We welcome you back to Belleville East High School. 23-20 in this regional championship game between Collinsville and O'Fallon. Kahawks 2 points away from wrapping up this second set victory and will force us to a third set. The Edwardsville Tigers have already won their regional championship over Springfield, 2-0. So the winner of this match will take on Edwardsville here at Belleville East Monday at 5:30. O'Fallon trying to set it up. They do. Collinsville blocks it, but they block it out of bounds. The point belongs to O'Fallon, and it's 23-21. Kahawks with the 2-point lead. Kelsey Sheppy back to serve it up for the Panthers. She does. Picked up by Scrum. Actually, that's going to go all the way over the net. So now O'Fallon with Braswell trying to set it up for Simmers. Over into that back corner. Picked up by Huffman. Now Scrum has to get it over. It's tipped, but it's kept alive in the backcourt by O'Fallon. And then Simmers finds an empty spot once again. And now O'Fallon is back to within 1. 23-22. Man, you got to... What does Doug Armstrong say? Gotta stick the knife in their eye all the way back to their brain and twist it and don't let them come up for air or whatever he says. But Collinsville, man, got to have that killer instinct. 23-22. They had a 23-20 lead. O'Fallon has rattled off the last 2 points. And now Collinsville has to bring it back onto the floor and try to pick up that all-important 24th point and not let O'Fallon tie it at 23.
Both teams have had some good swings coming out of timeouts. O'Fallon right there. Collinsville had a good 4-point run much earlier in this set. All we need is 2 points to close this set out and go to 3.
Easier said than done, sir. Kelsey Sheppy back to serve it up here for O'Fallon. She does so. Picked up by Huffman. Halbrooks is going to give to scrum, and Collinsville just had to get that one over. They couldn't get it set up. O'Fallon gets it set up. And then once again, Simmers delivers a blast that Collinsville partially blocked, but not all the way. And it falls in for a point. We're tied at 23.
Seemed like a lot of miscommunication. The first time the ball was over on Collinsville's side, and it continued.
Sheppy delivers. Ooh, nice pickup by Bella Tucker because that was not going to be out of bounds. Hannah Scrums delivers it with a one-arm shove over. Now Simmers. Again, all that speed behind that ball. It bounces off of something. This time it bounced off the hands of the Kahok players up front and went straight out of bounds. So once again, O'Fallon 1 point away from wrapping up this victory. Collinsville needs a point. Here's Hal Brooks over to scrum. Blocked, down, game over. O'Fallon Panthers are regional champions once again. The third year in a row that the O'Fallon Panthers have knocked the Kahawks out of the playoffs. Sorry to see that as the Kahawk season comes to an end as they lost their 10th game of the year and finished the season at 22-10. Let's make our transition into the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. This week's special, they're still taking care of the fall in the air. The fall special continues. A dozen fall flowers in a nice vase for $25. Also, now would be a good time to put an order in for your Thanksgiving dining room table centerpiece. You can do that by ordering online at cullipjennings.com or give them a call at 344-0404. Kahawks fall tonight, 26-24 and 25-23 to end their season. And the post-game show will return in just a moment after a brief timeout here on the Kahawks Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show, or postgame show, excuse me, here on the Kahawk Sports Network as Collinsville drops the regional championship game here tonight to the O'Fallon Panthers, 26-24 and 25-23. And joining us now on the postgame show is Collinsville assistant coach and JV head coach Mike Nichols. And boy, it was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to be a part of. It was exciting, but somebody's got to lose, and it's really sorry to see that you guys were the ones on the losing end in such 2 close matches.
It's always tough to see a season come to an end, but that's probably the hardest our team's played in the 3 years I've been coaching. So it was a lot of fun watching those girls put everything on the line.
And it didn't look anything like the earlier matchup when O'Fallon really just took it to you guys, especially in that 25-7 game and then 25-11. As I was talking to Coach Hanger in the pregame show, this isn't the same team that played these guys earlier this year.
No, and I think it really surprised them too. At the end of that first set, we were up 23-21, I think, and you could just see it on O'Fallon's face. They couldn't believe it, and they wanted it a little more than we did tonight.
Yeah, man, the second game kind of went the same way. You guys were up 23-20, and they came flying back. But, you know, give the O'Fallon Panthers credit. They're a good team.
Yeah, they are. They know how to win, and we're still learning how to do that. But
so talk to me about the first-year coach that you have in Abby Hanger. I think your program is heading in the right direction. By all signs point in the right direction. And you're like the only one I haven't talked to find out your thoughts on the new head coach.
She's great. She expects a lot out of them, and as you can see, they've came a long way in just a short season. So she's doing a great job. Look forward to see what she's going to do with them next year.
Who I didn't get a chance to talk to you much at all this year, so tell me a little bit about how the JV team did this year.
JV, we had some good matches. We went to the Waterloo tournament, did okay. We were very young, played 3 freshmen throughout the season, so we had some growing pains, but we ended up a little better than we started, so that was good.
Any names that we might see next year on the varsity side from the JV side this year?
Katie Dawson should be playing a little outside for us at varsity. Riri Hill, she's a freshman. She should be getting some time in the middle maybe. Kinsey, the setter, she should be getting a little look too.
All right, well, I know you guys want to be with your team, so we'll let you go do that. Are we getting selfies?
We're getting selfies. Maybe it'll go viral.
Maybe it will. All right, Coach, thanks for the visit. I know you want to be with your girls.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. That is assistant head coach Mike Nichols of the Collinsville Kahawks as the Kahawks fall here tonight in the regional championship game, 26-24 and 25-23. We still have some bills to pay, so we will return. The Culp Jennings Florist postgame show will continue on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Culp Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Culp Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Culp Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Culp Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Culp Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, culpjennings.com. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. Cullup Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullup Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullup Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullup Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullup Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Cullup Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network as the volleyball season has come to a close for your Collinsville Lady Kahawks as they dropped the regional championship game here tonight to O'Fallon 26-24 and 25-23. So it'll be Edwardsville versus O'Fallon. The two best teams in the Southwestern Conference this year will go head-to-head here Monday night in sectional play. And Chris Kettler comes back in and joins us. You know, Chris, the Lady Kahawks had the games there. Both of them were there for the taking, and they just couldn't quite close them out.
Yeah, they were right there both games. Had the set point in the first one, and within two, and they're in the second set. There were a few unforced errors there, especially off of serves. It's small little things you're going to look at when you lose so close by 2 points in both sets.
Yeah, and you got to give some credit to the O'Fallon Panthers. They had a very good season this year, and their only loss was to Edwardsville in the Southwestern Conference. So if I didn't have somewhere to be Monday, I might be here watching that game because that's going to be a pretty good one.
That's going to be the big game of the year for the area. Team LC who will go to the sectional final. O'Fallon moves real well. They cover a lot of space, and they're very good. And them against O'Fallon, like I said, will be a great matchup on Monday.
So we turn our attention now to boys soccer. That is the only fall sport that we have left to cover, and we will be at Kahok Stadium tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 5:40 for the pregame show as Collinsville takes on Normal Community High School in a rematch of last year's sectional championship game that the Iron ended up winning. And I don't know, Chris, how do you see that game going?
Oh, it's a tough matchup for the Kahawks. I think Normal's every bit as good as they were last year. They returned a lot of guys from the sectional championship team that they had last year. The good thing the Kahawks have in their pocket is playing at home. That's a great thing to be going with as opposed to last year when everybody loaded up and went to Illinois College.
Yeah, and Normal is going to have to make the long drive down here, and you don't want to put too much stock into, well, they're probably tired, a little bus lag or whatever the case may be. But, you know, that traveling takes a toll on you.
Well, the Kahawks are comfortable on their home field. They know the bounces. Zane Baker said in the on the newspapers and stuff that he knew how that ball was going to bounce before that winning goal. So if the Kahawks could strike early before Normal gets comfortable on that field, that'd be huge.
I know that you have scoreboard operator duties to take care of tomorrow night, so you won't be on the air with me until maybe basketball season.
Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. If they win tomorrow, I guess it might be me by myself. That's something we'll figure out as we go along between us.
We'll figure it out because, yeah, I have tickets to Elton John on Tuesday of next week, and that would be the day of the Super Sectional. So we'll play it by ear and see how everything goes tomorrow night. So Collinsville Lady Kahawks lose tonight 26-24 and 25-23 to O'Fallon. So Lady Kahawk volleyball season is over. The boys soccer season continues. We'll have that for you next tomorrow, 5:40 with the pregame show and the game set for 6 o'clock between Collinsville and Normal Community High School. And until then, for Coach Abby Hanger joining us in the pregame show, for Coach Mike Nichols joining us in the postgame show, and my partner in crime over here, Mr. Chris Kettler. My name is Todd Duke. Everyone have a fantastic evening.